We have looked at the structure of amino acids and are able to classify their properties based off that R group. We have looked at how to start to build our peptides and the peptide bond. Now, as we build up these peptides, we need to look at the protein. So once they're large enough, how do they start to fold and interact to become functional proteins? Proteins have 4 different structures. The first one is our primary structure. And really, no protein is active in its primary structure. So really, the primary structure is the polypeptide. It's not until we get to the secondary structure does a protein become activated. A primary structure is the sequence of amino acids that has been generated. So we just are putting them together with our peptide bonds. No folding has occurred at this point. Therefore, we do not have an active protein as of yet. Using the fancy words instead of no, I mean, we all know I like to yell, and I'd like to say no. Technically, the N part of the chain of no is our N terminus, so the N nitrogen terminal. And then on the other side where I have the O, or that carboxylic acid, that's all known as the C terminus. If you ask me, it should be the O to keep the no going, but it's okay. Each of these dots represent an individual amino acid, and then the line between them is the peptide bond. And this is a direct product from protein synthesis, where we have taken DNA to RNA, RNA to proteins. And then once this polypeptide has been released by the ribosomes, they can then start its folding process to become an activated protein.